State of the LGBTQ union. Biden tells trans kids for a second year, "I've got your back." Watch this.
And folks, for our LGBTQ plus Americans, let's finally get the Bipartisan Equality Act to my desk. The onslaught of state laws targeting transgender Americans and their families. It's simply wrong. And I said last year, especially to our younger transgender Americans, I'll always have your back as your president so you can be yourself and reach your God-given potential.
Well, last night, President Biden presented his State of the Union address, and in the speech, he discussed issues with infrastructure, immigration, and health care. Of course, Ukraine. But he also called for the Bipartisan Equality Act to be passed by the U.S. Senate. One very special guest who was able to watch the State of the Union virtually was Sunny Bryant, an 8-year-old transgender girl who has been fighting against Texas Governor Greg Abbott. Under a directive from Abbott made last week, Sunny's parents now face child abuse charges if they give her puberty blockers to assist in the transition to the gender she identifies with.
Wow, what an incredible State of the Union address. And how different was it than last time, than with Trump, you know? So the State of the Union address was 1 hour and 1 minute, and I was glued to that TV set for the whole entire time. Yeah, he talked about infrastructure, but I felt like he was talking to us. You know, my favorite part definitely has to be, though, when he talked about the 13 troops that had died when we pulled out of Afghanistan. Of course, one of our favorite people, the Republican Lauren Boebert, she screamed out, "They died because you put them there," right? And so then, of course, somebody else like, "Get her out of here, kick her out." Nobody got kicked out, but I was sure hoping so.
Yeah. I didn't want her kicked out. I just wanted her tased. my favorite moment of the night came when Faye started texting me screenshots of hot congressmen sitting in the audience.
Oh my, I can't believe he's saying that. Look, you know, the great thing about happening out television is that we all become friends here because we spend so much time together. You know, we spend time with each other more than we do with our own friends. So I'm watching this and I'm texting John because this really hot guy, and I'm like, he's got to be Republican. And then he's sending me back, yeah, he's shifty. He's Republican for sure. Then I'll take another screenshot of someone and then send it to him. He's like, oh, he's hot, Democrat. Yeah, we're good. So if he was a Democrat, it'd be okay.
And,
you know?
and to the point of your story, which is so true, I was sitting there watching the State of the Union, and those text pictures that Oh, wait.
You didn't get it.
Oh, wait.
Oh, how mean. Well, and once again, we have to say thank you to President Biden. I mean, that's really important. And that first picture, was that Frau Farbisenar or was that Amy Coney Barrett?
Oh.
I wasn't sure. And shouldn't those blow-up dolls, MTG and Lauren Boebert, shouldn't they be giving handies out in the parking lot?
You know,
what are they doing there?
Ooh, that's painful. And literally, that's literally that's painful. You know, my favorite moment, and I hope it lasts. I really do, honestly, hope it lasts. There was a lot of bipartisan cooperation at the State of the Union last night. It wasn't overly rambunctious one way or the other. There was some even measured. The Republicans don't stand up, the Democrats do. Okay, we've gotten, and vice versa, it goes both ways depending on who's giving the speech. But I thought that the issues of the first 15 minutes was all Ukraine. And I think all of the yellow and blue in the Capitol and all of the support that came in a bipartisan way of showing support of America for what's going on in the Ukraine was beautiful. I thought the moment of recognizing the chief representative for the Ukrainian delegation by the president was a beautiful moment, and the First Lady hugging her. And you could tell I'm overwhelmed at the response because I never even thought I would be in this room, much less having the support and recognition of my country that I represent. And I thought that was a highlight moment of the entire event. Yeah.
And I thought it was just so spectacular to see Nancy Pelosi and Kamala Harris behind him for the whole thing. And we're so used to watching Trump and then Nancy Pelosi behind like this.
Yes.
Or like ripping up stuff.
I was going to say, we got through with no speech being ripped up.
And
That's
she's there
exciting.
in it, happy. Like she even looked younger. It was crazy.
And I'm not sure, but I think Nancy's gotten a little bit of work.
Didn't she look younger? No, it's because Trump is gone. No, Nancy, it's not any work. And if it is work, tell me who did it. 'Cause
Yeah,
looks good.
it looked good. Exactly.
We'll see how often Steve Scalise stands up next year when he's the speaker.
Yeah, right.
LGBTQ plus news is vital for our community and for the broader world as a whole. We have enough enemies at Fox News. Tucker, Sean, and Laura are loud. We need passionate allies. Happening Out Television Network, Queer News Tonight, and It's Happening Out are literally out of the closet and into the headlines. Our community needs your support. Like this broadcast and subscribe now to ensure the growth of the entire LGBT